I'm breathing it, never leaving it.
We're here on 514 Online Mix, and you're with your host, Christcella from Montreal. And today we're here with Addictive Music Group, an award-winning music group company founded by producer Morgan Mathews. And today we're here with Morgan Mathews and also Nicholas Shane. How are you guys?
Hey, how are you doing? Hey.
Good. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your busy schedules to speak to us.
We appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, thank you. And you guys are all the way from Dallas, Fort area of Texas, and you're calling all the way from Montreal. So this is connecting the two different worlds. So shout out to you guys for doing this for our community.
Yeah, no problem. We love Canada.
Woo! Thank you. So Morgan Mathews and Nicholas Shane, how did Addictive Music Group all started? I know it was started by Morgan Mathews, but I know this is a group effort. So how did it all start?
I guess I'll say this. This is Morgan.
Sure.
I started Addictive Music after just my experience in music. I was producing a lot of music. I was making songs with all kinds of people over the globe. I had some songs with celebrity artists like Alicia and Gunna, Miguel, 21 Savage, and then I had people in my life like Nick, who's here now.
Yes.
And he was there with me. He saw how it all happened. And he kind of got a taste of what the music business was like too, and how I saw it all happen, and he saw it all happen. And then when I got my deal with Universal, he saw how that happened. So we decided, why don't we just do this ourselves? And why don't we raise up artists and producers ourselves? And here we are today.
Wow, it's so impressive and exciting to hear how you both put in your efforts, and how Morgan Mathews commenced this group. Congratulations on your success, first of all. An Addictive Music Group.
Thank you.
You've undoubtedly worked with a diverse range of artists. Can you just name a little bit more artists and also production companies who you've worked with?
Nick, you want to say?
Yeah. So some of the groups and other teams we've had the opportunity to work with is like CBS. There was some stuff that we did with Ellen, the Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Kiara.
Yeah, Kiara.
Conor Maynard.
Yeah, Conor Maynard is a YouTube star. It's just kind of been.
We did that. I don't know if everyone knows about Home Advisor.
Yes.
They're a big time. You've heard of them?
Of course.
Yeah, we did music for them. MTV2.
Just recently, there's a placement, for the Sims 4 expansion pack. So there's a placement there in a video game, which is super cool because we enjoyed playing The Sims whenever we were younger.
Same here.
It's awesome to have music in there. So
yes, I'm definitely going to get the Snowy Escape expansion pack, just because I've heard one of the greatest producers is on it as well. Congratulations on that. I read that Nicholas Shane was thanked by you, Morgan Mathews, for helping you get the deal with Sims 4. Nicholas, how did you manage to do such a thing?
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
She wants to know how the Sims came to be.
Oh, okay. So there was at one point an artist. His name is Contra Dash. He's actually the placement for the song that was there. But we do production and we do leases and we sell exclusives. And this artist had came about and he was wanting some music. So I just kind of put two and two together. We heard 2 tracks that he had out. Now he has, I think he's released about 4 or maybe 5 tracks, give or take. But during a lease, that just kind of stemmed from making another connection. It turned out, I guess this was before he had showcased that he was signed with Interscope.
Yeah, they didn't tell us that he had a record deal. We thought it was a regular artist.
Yeah.
Wow.
Up for a beat, and it turned out like he was the baby of Interscope Records, and like all the lawyers came after us, like, we need this paper signed. This is gonna be a big time. And then I was like, Nick, what did we just do?
I said the same thing. I'm like, I don't know, but one thing stemmed from another, and we got the placement with him. He's a super awesome kid. I say he's more new wave pop.
He's doing great now. We talk with him all the time. He's a great artist. He's on the up. He's gonna be one of the bigger artists coming out soon. He already is right now.
Yes.
Yeah, despite the COVID and everything kind of going on.
And how did COVID affect you guys as a music group?
How did Morgan approach what? I'm sorry.
How did COVID affect you guys as a music group?
Actually, we've actually been way busier, despite the COVID and everything, because it's given everyone, more time to write more and just kind of focus more on new music. So, new artists are looking for new music all the time, and we just stay busy, on our day-to-day basis and keep grinding and doing what we're doing. So,
if you think about COVID, everyone's at home right now. They're writing. They want music. They're all streaming. They're listening. So this is the greatest time if you think about it.
Exactly. I think it's a great time for artists as well. This is a time for us to shine. This is a time for us to wake up the world with our creativity and our love for music. I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
And since you landed a deal with Universal Music Group, what did it teach you guys as a group? Like, what did it teach you about the music industry?
What did it take to get that deal?
Yes, and what did it teach you about the music industry?
I would say in the nicest way possible, you have to give something to get something.
I hear you.
So I gave a piece of my life to them, or a piece of, because I worked a long time to get all of my connections and my songs and royalties, and I gave those to them, a piece of them, and they gave me something back. So, but now I have a relationship with them, and I'm seeing how it works. So that's what I would say. You have to give something to get something, and it's just an exchange.
Yes, I can imagine. So, does it feel like you guys made it already, or does it feel like there's so much more to do? I want to hear from you guys based on your success already.
This is Nick. For me, I feel like it's kind of just the beginning. Our biggest thing is helping other artists, like Morgan said before, and not only artists but producers. And we have long-term goals and other things that we have planned and that we're wanting to roll out. Of course, it's going to take some time, but we're very excited to do so. Not only is it the production side, not only is it producing and placements, but even if it's local artists here in Dallas, Fort Worth, if it's in other states, in other countries, other regions, the power of the internet has just been so awesome for us. And we help manage some artists. We help with distributing their music, helping collect royalties from them, get their first royalty paychecks, and it's just a great thing to be able to do that. Because before I was in the position that I'm in now, I used to be an artist, and I can definitely relate. Every day's new when I get to talk to a new artist, when I get to talk to a new manager, or another A&R, or whatever the case may be. So it's awesome, it's exciting, and I think this is just the beginning for a lot more to definitely come, for sure.
Amazing. So when Show Me Love basically reached Alicia Keys and Miguel and also Tory Lanez. Didn't it feel like did it feel like your whole life was gonna change from that moment?
Oh, me, Morgan.
Yes.
Well, if I can rewind the time when everybody asks me this. Come on. Yeah, when I made that music, just the instrumental or the beat or whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
When I wrote it, it was like a feeling came over my body, like, dang, this is special. But when in my head, I was thinking, if only Whitney Houston could sing on this.
Oh.
But of course, we know that she's gone now and she can't, right?
Yes.
So, but I was like, I need somebody powerful because this is some life touching sound. But nothing happened for like 2 years. But who would know that she was gonna sing on it? You know?
Yes. Yes.
But she did, and yes, it did change my life. Yes.
That's amazing. So
And I didn't know it would go. Who knew that it would go number one? No, I didn't know that.
number one. Number one.
But she does that every time, though, ma'am.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. And also, I have a question to ask you. I'm gonna get a little bit more personal for both of you. What did both of you grow up listening to? Because Morgan, I understand that you also grew up with hymns, and I want to know what else did you grow up listening to, and how did it influence your music today?
Nick will answer first.
Yeah,
Sure.
For me, I have two older brothers and one younger brother, and kind of more hip hop rap.
You did R&B, Nick, right?
Yeah, but more hip hop rap, R&B was kind of what I grew up listening to, and then my uncle and my oldest brother, they kind of turned me into kind of alternative. And then for a while, I did like acoustic pop, kind of indie singer-songwriter music. So it's just kind of been, full circle for me. I love country too. I don't discriminate with any genres. EDM, techno, stuff like that I listen to, and it's not my normal go-to. But
for a long time, when Nick first connected and linked in my life, he turned me on to the hip hop music.
Interesting.
I was not a fan of it at all. I was like, dude, everyone plays this garbage. I'm sick of hearing it. And he's like, no, just listen to this guy. And he would play this, and I'm like, okay, I like it. And then that's why me and him kind of bounce off each other.
Yes.
He'll play me the new wave music. And I'm like, dude, I don't like this, but turn it back on, because that's what everyone likes now. And I was getting stuck in a bubble. But then he would be like, listen to this new kid. He's what's hot. And I was like, let me make something like this. And then people would hit me up and they'd buy it. I'm like, dude, okay, Nick knows what's hot.
Yes.
So, but then there's a lot of times where he'll have his phone on in the studio, and I'll get really ticked off. I'm like, turn that garbage off, because I'm sick of hearing it.
Oh man, I
You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean. Sometimes that happens to me. I'm a music lover. I love every kind of music.
I grew up listening.
Yes.
Oh yeah, like what? What do you like?
I love all kinds, like hip hop, pop, alternative. But sometimes I do need a break from hip hop as well. I understand exactly what you're saying.
Like you said, I grew up. If you're reading that one article that said I grew up listening to hymns,
Yes.
they twisted the article on me. That's not true at all.
Really?
I grew up in the church. Yeah, I didn't grow up listening to hymns.
Okay.
I didn't have a book and I read hymns. No.
Wow, so you're definitely making it clear.
I grew up in the church and I heard church songs. They weren't hymns with no music. They just said that.
They just said that, huh? Well, we're not going to twist any words for you. We're going to make it clear on 514 Online Mix for the Montreal fans.
Cool.
Yes. And also for Nicholas, I can understand that you guys are both always in search for new material. What exactly are you looking for in new artists?
For today, the biggest thing for me is, you know, the bigger sound right now is, you know, everyone's using the auto tune, everyone's doing that, and everyone can use auto tune, but for me, it's the way that it's the originality, and also it could be something as small as tone.
Yes.
When I hear someone and I hear their vocals and it's just great, and it's just like, who is this? Like, I want to know more. That's when I'm automatically stuck. And you know, I there's some artists that I followed for, you know, 2 years, 3 years, and you know, maybe they have a kid, or maybe something, you know, happens in their lives, and that right there, sometimes it can make or break an artist, because you see if the hustle is harder, you can see if they kind of stray away from it, or if they keep rolling with the punches. And that right there is a big, like, okay, this person's obviously serious and they want to pursue music. So it definitely helps out a lot in the process as far as finding new artists and just new sounds, and especially people that we want to work with. So
very interesting. And before we go, what future projects do you have in stores that you can share with 514 Online Mix?
The future of Addictive Music Group. Right now, things are happening really quick. There's a lot of artists that are hitting us up every single day. Nick, myself, and we have a whole bunch of. We just had a meeting with someone today. I'm not going to get into that. We're bringing people on board all the time. Producers, beat makers, singers, songwriters, rappers, whoever. And me and Nick are workaholics. We like to help people grow, because there's not a lot of people that, well, I hate to say it like that, but if someone doesn't have a drive, or they're at a plateau, we like to take their project where they're at, and we want to take them to the next level. That's why AMG was started. I want to help these guys get deals, because I know what kind of legwork you have to put in to take them to the next level, and that's what we're going to do.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And I don't want to take any more of your precious time. Thank you so much, Morgan Mathews and Nicholas Shane, for being here on 514 Online Mix. We highly appreciate this moment. It's also a milestone for Montreal, so thank you.
So thank you very much for having us. We appreciate your time as well.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, and have a lovely evening. Take care.
You too. You as well.
Thank you. We'll keep in touch. Goodbye.
All right. Bye.
I'm breathing it, never leaving it. Sink my teeth in it.